Greg, I'm going to have to get back to you on that. Well, just tell him we'll get back to him.
I just came to wish you good luck for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
see you later.
Thank you. I hope you see real justice in action.
Well,
We're sure of it now. Franny's remembered what she was blocking out.
What? That's... Well, tell me, what is it?
Well, apparently, Frannie was able to get away from Doug long enough to get the crystal cylinder. She took a swipe at him, and he blocked it, so she slashed the curtains.
That's wonderful. That's terrific. That's the missing piece of the puzzle that you've been praying for, isn't it?
yes.
That's great news, but you said you found the cylinder on the bed. I thought you said that when you fainted, you were reaching for it on the pit.
We were just getting to that when you walked in. What did Doug do with the cylinder after he took it away from you?
Boy, I'm not sure. I don't remember that much.
Where's the drawing, the sketch?
Oh, it's over here.
There you go. Thanks, Dick. All right, you and Douglas were right about here, right?
Right.
Well, if you were struggling, he would have had to have probably been holding you with both hands.
Well, I guess. I don't know. He was pretty strong. He might have been using just one hand.
And he, pulled you down to the foot of the bed here?
He must have. That's where Kim found us. He must have dropped that. He must have dropped the cylinder on the fire pit during our struggle. That must have been what happened.
Franny, the cylinder is made of crystal. If he dropped it, it would have either bounced off or broken.
Margot's right. It would have had to have been placed there. But how if you were struggling?
Look, why don't you just tell Earl he should call me tomorrow? And I hope that he's going to be very prepared, and you will be very gone.
I will be very gone. I told you. I plan to take the first plane out of here. I want to be with Kim and with my son tomorrow.
Oh, that's touching.
You bet it's touching. My family means a lot to me, and that's something you would not understand, isn't it?
Huh?
Oh, yes. Oh, you who denied your own daughter. You didn't even deny that Sierra was your daughter.
come on,
Dirty stuff. Come on, don't you hit me with that. You touch me one more time, lady, and you're going to find yourself going home in a box. C.O.D.
C.O.D.?
Yes, and don't you turn away from me either. Your family doesn't mean anything to you, does it?
Oh, baby, that's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. Then why haven't you told Lily the truth? Sweet little Lily, why didn't you tell her the truth of her father's suicide?
I've never lied to Lily.
Oh, don't say that. She's going to find out, and I feel so sorry. One of these days, she's going to find out the truth and believe
You don't
the truth.
know
But
what
I
you're
know
talking
exactly what
about.
I'm talking about. I have a very good lead from Craig Montgomery.
Craig doesn't know anything.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. You see, it concerns a certain death that took place just before Martin died. And we think that maybe this has something to do with the reason why Martin committed suicide.
You're crazy.
Oh, no,
He's
I'm not.
crazy. No, both of you.
No, and I have hired detectives. And when we get to the bottom of this, when we know the truth, you're going to be reading about it in the banner headlines in the Argus.
I want to show you the arbutus patch.
Meg, that was almost ready.
Mama!
Too late.
They have the most amazing wildflowers out back. They're just beautiful little pink flowers. I brought some to Mrs. Walsh the other day.
Well, now, why would you do that? You hardly even know her.
Well, I do so know her, and she's been very nice to me. Why do you always question everything I say?
I think because most of the things you say don't make sense to me.
Either.
Mama!
Hi, Steve. I came out here to drag Steve away from the side.
Oh, yeah? When you were working too hard.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I tell you, at least the longer daylight hours mean we're going to bring the job a little closer to schedule.
Yeah.
Every day that you go over schedule must cost you about $3,000 to $4,000 in profit.
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, it's just a guess, based on union scales and size of your crew.
Well, you got one bright brother there.
Holden's full of surprises.
Maybe he's the one who should be going to Harvard instead of me.
Hey, and then you can use your rodeo training here on the farm.
Look, I don't mean to interrupt your mealtime here, but I just want to drop off the payroll checks. I've signed them, and everything else is all signed.
Okay, I'll get to them after supper. Why don't you stay for dinner tonight?
Yes, wonderful idea. We have chicken, chocolate cake.
Oh,
yeah.
chocolate cake. With chocolate cake, you got it now. You want to stay?
As long as we have time to go over to Kim's later, it's all right with me.
All right.
May I use your phone?
Yes, please,
That's
right over
awfully
here.
kind.
I'm going to call Grandma
Thank
and
you.
check on Emily, see if she's heard from Emily.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Emily?
Emily's Betsy's half-sister. She ran away from home a couple weeks ago now.
Oh, my, her mother must be worried sick.
Well, actually, I think Betsy and her grandma are a little more worried than Susan. That's her mother.
I don't know. Some people just don't deserve to be called a mother.
Well, I think I'm going to take this into the other room.
All right.
I was pregnant when I ran away from Uncle Henry's farm.